So why does your homeowner's insurance rate keep going up? I'm Brent O'Quinn with O'Quinn Insurance, and I'm about to tell you why. Your homeowner's insurance rate coming up may not be what you think. It's not big insurance companies making all the profit. In fact, here in the state of Florida, insurance companies are set to a max profit of 3%. It's one of the reasons why you don't see companies like Allstate, Geico, Nationwide, and the other major carriers here in the state of Florida. The profit margins are too low. And so that is why in a lot of cases, you're seeing a lot of the smaller companies come in and take over here in the state of Florida. So one of the main reasons why we're seeing such an increase here in the state of Florida is contractor fraud, and mainly roof and water restoration companies. Here in the state of Florida, we've all had somebody either knock on our door or give us a call asking to do a free roof inspection. And a huge percent of the time, they are finding problems with the roof and they are going after the insurance company. Most of these contractors have you sign off what's called an assignment of benefits, which gives the contractor full rights to your homeowner's insurance policy. In this case, what happens is they will overcharge the insurance company, and the insurance company will start the fight. They will start to sue, and from that point, the cost is $20,000 to replace the roof or $20,000 to fight it in court. Most of the time, the insurance companies are choosing just to pay the claim because it costs them less to pay the claim than it does to fight in court. So believe it or not, it's a lot of contracting fraud that's happening here in the state of Florida. Other than contractors, attorney involvement drives the cost of insurance here in the state of Florida up. To give you an example, 15% of the homes in the nation are here in the state of Florida. Yet over 75% of the claims against insurance companies arise here in the state of Florida. So insurance companies are being sued at 3 times a higher rate than here in the state of Florida than they are in the rest of the country. On top of that, your insurance company is set to a max profit of 3%. Yet your attorney can charge you 30, 40, 50, and even 60% to win against the insurance company. So this is driving the overall cost of the claims process. Another thing that is causing rates to go up is materials. So material costs such as roofing, plywood, and we've heard all of this on the news, has gone up over 30% and in some cases over 50% in the last couple years. This also goes into your homeowner's policy because it costs more to repair, replace a home than it did even a couple years ago. Another problem that is happening is it's hard to find the labor. Not only is labor increasing, but labor is hard to find on rebuilds and remodels because a lot of the contractors would rather do new construction. So this also increases the price of the claim. Whether you have one or not, the insurance companies have got to replace the product back to its original state. Another reason why you're seeing rates go up is from hurricanes, tornadoes, and other natural disasters, but not in the way you may think. A lot of the times you say, well, here in Florida, we haven't had a major storm in quite some time, but yet the rest of the nation has. We've seen ice storms in Texas, mudslides and fires in California. The Midwest have seen massive tornadoes along with storms in the Northeast. How does that affect us here in the state of Florida? The reason is we are so heavily backed by reinsurance. And reinsurance is insuring insurance companies for the amount that they can't handle on a normal basis. Here in the state of Florida, they're only max profit of 3%. That doesn't give them enough money to continue on. So what they do is they buy reinsurance from offshore companies. And that insures the rest of the nation and even the rest of the world. So as we see these natural disasters happening around the nation or around the world, that is backed by our reinsurance market, and it will cause our rate to adjust here in the state of Florida. So don't let this news scare you. In many of the cases, we have you in the exact right spot. And if you'd like us to review your policy, we'd be happy to do that with you. We represent over 90% of the insurance carriers in the state of Florida, so We are keeping an eye on your policy and making sure you are in the right spot at the right time. Not all carriers are created the same, and we'll help you sift through that information. Again, we appreciate your business and thank you for being a client.